Now I'm continuing the IRB specialization program, which is the candidate guide, part 2. So number 5, scoring and specialization exam. The college applies the bookmark methodology to set the pass mark for the RCIC specialization exam. The bookmark method is widely used for setting standards on entry to practice exams. This is a test-centered criterion reference method where experts review test items and provide judgment as to the adequate level of performance on those test items. The bookmark method involves the participation of a panel of RCIC subject matter experts. The panel examines test items and estimates the probability that a minimally competent licensee will correctly answer the item. The process involves an item mapping procedure, which items are ordered from the easiest item to the most difficult item. Panelists are asked to place a bookmark at the point of which they believe a minimally proficient licensee would no longer correctly answer the subsequent items presented. This selected placeholder responds to cut the score. This method considers expert decision with measurement models, item difficulty in determining the cut scores. There is no preset fail or pass quota for the exam. All test items on the exam undergo a complete item analysis to help ensure that RCIC's final scores are both fair and reliable. Any test item failing to perform in the anticipated manner is eliminated from scoring and the total minimum performance level or pass mark for the exam is adjusted accordingly for all RCICs. Each successful licensee's performance must meet or exceed the final pass mark. I remember when I was studying, just a side note, when I was taking my immigration program, not the RCIC, but this IRB specialization exam, I have a classmate who's actually she always fail from her assignments and her cases, and she shared with me, and I've seen her. She's been in the RCIC immigration program since I think 10 or 15 years ago. So of course I was expecting that she can do better. So she took her first exam, and then she failed. She told me she failed. She's also a teacher already in the immigration program, but she failed. And then now she took the second time around and she passed. So now she's an RCIC, does IRB licensing. But that's just a side note. Okay, so number 6, answering multiple choice questions. The questions will be based on the exam blueprint described above, so you will know what to expect. Each question consists of 4 options, 1 correct answer, and the 3 options that are plausible but incorrect. Your task is to select the best answer from those listed. Do not concern yourself if a choice you are expecting is not listed, and be aware that the choices are written to seem plausible or possible. The questions are not designated to trick you. Do not overthink your responses. Incorrect answers or distractors are often based on common misconceptions. There is no penalty for guessing or selecting an incorrect answer. It is best to answer all questions even if you are unsure. When you have finished and if you have sufficient time, review any questions about which you are unsure. Information you read in later questions may jog your memory about content of earlier questions. Number 7, examination day expectations. If it is a virtual exam like me, I will gonna be doing my online exam. You are responsible for creating your ProctorU account using the same email address provided for your exam application. For me, my email address is my registration and also my user ID, and my license number is my password. Once you are approved to write the specialization exam and have paid all invoices, I think that was $450. You are responsible for scheduling your online proctoring session within the chosen window, usually 2 weeks. if 2 weeks before the exam. If you do not do so, your exam attempt may be considered forfeited. So they will not gonna refund your money anymore. Number 2, way of exam, virtual exam. Number 2, you are responsible for ensuring the environment of your exam room and your designated workstation within it meet the following standards. A, no other person or person should be present with you. Letter B, dogs, cats, and similar pets should be considered in another room to avoid distraction. C, all televisions, radio, or other noise-making technology must be turned off and secured. If the device is in another room, you may still wish to have it off as the online proctor monitors ambient sounds. Letter D, the door to your exam room must be closed and remain closed. Letter E, your exam should be set up so that the door is behind you and on camera. Your exam room should be set up so that the door is behind you and on camera. Other technology and internet-enabled devices aside from the computer that you will utilize for your exam should be removed from the room, such as an iPod, a mobile phone, video camera, smart home phone, and smartwatch. You have to remove this. And of course, if you have a smart eyeglass, you can't use it. And the letter G, if your computer only has a built-in webcam, you will need to have a small mirror available in the room which you can use to reflect the screen of your computer to the proctor before your exam. Oh, okay. If your computer only has a built-in webcam, you will need to have a small mirror available in the room which you can use to reflect the screen of your computer to the proctor before your exam starts. So that's the only one missing for me right now. I need a mirror. So, okay, because I'm pretty much like right now I have 3 days to go for my examination. I can feel that I'm ready. I've been preparing myself. But I also have actually prepared my room, which is the room of the place where I'm going to take exam. I will want to make sure that my water will gonna be in a clear glass, and of course, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm excited because I'm so tired reviewing already. Okay, letter H, the surface area of the table of desk or your designated workstation that you will use should be cleared of all clutter aside from your computer peripherals, mouse, keyboard, microphone, your identification, and any explicitly permitted materials. Letter I, the room should be well lit so that you are visible on the video feed. RCICs who are sitting with their back to a window should cover the window before the exam to avoid the moving sunlight causing a glare on the video feed. Number 3, in-person exam. The exam center will ensure that the exam room meets the necessary standards. Number 4, permitted materials that may be on your designated workstations are a clear, resealable container of water with no label. I think this one is really a good example. The computer and necessary peripherals to run your exam. RCIC's writing in person will be provided a computer set up by the exam center. Necessary peripherals are webcam, can be internal, microphone can be internal, and speakers can be internal. Mouse or internal mouse pad can be also internal, and one monitor if using a laptop. No external monitors from your designated workstation are permitted. Number 5, non-permitted materials that must be removed from your designated workstations are food or beverages other than water in a clear container, still 4 hours with water. B, any electronic device including but not limited to graphing, calculators, Bluetooth headsets, digital wristwatches is what I've said. This one, cell phones are not allowed. Pagers, PDAs, tablets, laptops, desktop, and secondary monitors. That's not allowed. Any hard copy references materials, books, notes, etc., or soft copy reference materials, electronic documents, website, etc. Letter D, any other materials or objects that are not explicitly listed is permitted.